Hello, welcome to another Lenten Daily Devotion with Pastor Andrew. That's me. Today we continue our week of shoes, right? Shoes. Excuse me. So our focus text comes from Mark, which is, of course, in the Old Testament. No, it's in the New Testament. We are in Mark 6. Oops, wrong page. Mark 6, 6b, which means the second part of the verse, through 13. So let's see if we can figure it out. Oh, here it is. The sending out of the disciples. And then Jesus traveled through the surrounding villages, teaching all who would listen. And he called for the 12 and sent them out in pairs. He gave them authority over unclean spirits. He instructed them to take nothing for the journey except a walking stick. No bread, no bags, no money in their belts. He told them to wear sandals, but not to put on 2 shirts. He said, whatever house you enter, remain there until you leave that place. If a place doesn't welcome you or listen to you as you leave, shake the dust off your feet as a witness against them. So they went out and proclaimed that people should change their hearts and lives. They cast out many demons, and they anointed many sick people with olive oil and healed them. So here we're talking about not like sneakers, right? That's how people here in Western New York call them. I've heard them called tennis shoes. In fact, that's what I called them my whole life till we moved here. But anyway, we're talking about sandals, right? Shoes for mission. That's our title today. Shoes for mission. Take nothing for your journey, Jesus says. This is what he tells the 12 disciples as they prepared to embark on their first mission trip. Do not take any money, no credit card, no cell phone. Don't take any snacks. As one who has led mission trips, as one not known for light packing, just reading this passage makes me nervous. This is the writer, not me. The mission trips of my experience involved youth and meetings with parents and lists of what to bring and lists of what not to bring. But I never once advised, we're going to take nothing. Jesus does get specific with clothing, however. He doesn't mention rain gear, a warm jacket, or work gloves. He doesn't get that specific, but he is detailed nonetheless. Only bring 1 tunic and 1 pair of sandals. Be unencumbered and ready to move. Do not be weighed down with baggage, literal or figurative, but be open to the hospitality of whoever offers you a meal, a room, a seat at their table, and a place in their home. Shoes for the mission must be sturdy, comfortable, and appropriate for all terrain. Sandals in Jesus' day and climate would have fit that bill. Sandals were easily removed, dust shaken off, feet readily washed. The more I think about it, everybody's feet must have just been nothing but calluses and dry, and I don't know. But maybe that's what the olive oil's for. Maybe we should try that. I don't know. Anyway. The wearer could enter and leave town, a neighborhood, a home without delay, assistance, or fanfare. If we too seek to serve, our shoes should reflect our willingness to go wherever Jesus sends us, to whoever welcomes our word and work. Shoes for mission signal to the wearer and to the ones whom that wearer is sent, willing participation in the life and work of the place their feet take them. Shoes for mission allow for jumping into a community with both feet. In his book, You Welcomed Me, Loving Immigrants and Refugees Because God First Loved Us, Kent Annan tells the story of meeting a man in a refugee camp. This gentleman fled his home with nothing, no bread, no bag, no money. He had no choice. He had no time to pack. He fled with the clothes on his back and the shoes on his feet. Shoes that now were completely worn out from a long journey and months of farming a small plot of land. Noticing the state of his shoes, Annan offered to trade footwear. The man agreed to try them on and test the viability of Annan's shoes for the daily work and walking he knew would be required of them. He assessed that the newer intact shoes could fulfill the mission. And the two men swapped. Dressing for mission may call on us not only to pack light, but to give up whatever we have brought on the journey. Shoes for mission must be ready for anything. Again, connections to what is happening in the world right now. Thinking of all the refugees from Ukraine and other refugees over years that are fleeing their countries because they could die. And I really think that we lose that in our mind. We forget about that. Now, if it was happening to us, boy, is that how we'd want to be received? Things to think about, right? So here you go, our 3 questions. Have you ever participated in a mission trip? If so, what did you pack and why? I never did a mission trip. I did a trip to Africa, and I took 1 suitcase, and that had everything in it. I also had a little fanny pack with, essentials. But the gentleman I went with had, I think he had 4 bags. One was for his camera, and it was, and of course this was back before smartphones and everything. So he had a real fancy camera that he brought, and he had this bag that was like metal plated so that the film didn't get ruined. Yes, film. But the thing is, every time we went through customs or something, he challenged the customs agent to look through it. So we almost missed our flight a few times, but, stories. But yeah, we really didn't. It was almost a 4-week trip, and, we really didn't pack a lot. I mean, yeah, I had, I would say a regular size suitcase, but I mean, that was almost 4 weeks of clothes, and only a few changes. And I'd left room because I wanted to bring some things back for friends and family from my journey. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. But that was kind of a mission trip because we went all over and stayed with people, and similar to the story, very thankful, and everyone was so open with us. But yeah. Anyway, how many pairs of shoes do you own? What do you consider when you choose a pair to wear for the day or an occasion? Well, my answer to that, I have probably 8 pairs of shoes. I wear 2 of them. 3. 1 pair are bike shoes to clip in. Though I may be a big guy, I'm the big guy that would be in the middle of the pack for some kind of bike race. But also, as I'm getting older, I have shoe inserts. So there's only a few pair of shoes that my inserts fit in. What do you consider when you choose a pair to wear for the day? Yeah, the other day I wore some slip-on shoes. My inserts don't fit in there, and guess what? That night, my feet hurt, my legs hurt. Okay. What do you need to leave behind in order to be ready to follow Jesus daily? Yeah, if Jesus showed up at my door right now and said, "Hey, let's go," what would I take? I need this and this and this. But do we? Do I? Have you ever been in a mission trip? What did you pack? How many pairs of shoes do you own? And why do you choose your shoes? And if Jesus showed up right now, what do you need to leave behind? Good questions. Let's close in prayer. Lord Jesus, your clear instructions test our ability to trust you and others. We want to pack items for any conceivable circumstance. We want to store up security in bags, boxes, and storage units. You call us to let go of whatever holds us back from freely going where you send us. You teach us to rely on the hospitality of strangers and the promised provision of God. Today we will leave behind at least some of what encumbers our faithfulness to you, and we will put on shoes for mission. Good stuff. Tomorrow we are in the Gospel of Luke. Oh, we just heard this. If you were here on Sunday, we just heard what we're going to talk about. Makes sense. All right. Until tomorrow, God bless.